Hello, everybody. Welcome to the July 4th edition of Top of the Table. I'm Brian Bentley, along with Chris Ballard on the East Coast. And on the West Coast, we've got
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Mark Villa spinning his tassels
Woohoo!
opposite directions.
Oh, I want to go to a rave and paint my dick fluorescent and just do the helicopter all night.
8 seconds in. We're
8 seconds in. Yeah.
Hank Alexander was going to join us, but his wife had to have stitches in her foot, so he's out, and Sarah Lane is on assignment.
So we have somebody at stitches today anyway.
I know.
By the way, he denies both.
Okay.
You can follow along this week with a hashtag lawn dart. We like to thank Brian Benson for that.
What was that about?
We'll get to it. I'll tell you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Question number 1. Who of these will win Golden Boot? Nikolic, Torres, Villa, or other? Chris.
Me!
I don't think it'll be Villa.
Oh, other Villa. Sorry.
Villa?
I think it will be David Villa. I think Nikolic is going to struggle a bit now that Schweinsteiger's injured. I wouldn't be surprised to see him slow down. So as much as I hate to admit it, I think it'll be Villa.
I'm going to say Torres because he's the only thing they have going for him there. After a quiet showing versus FC Dallas this weekend, Jozy Altidore has 7 goals and 7 yellow cards. Which one does he end the season with more of? Mark.
Yellow cards. There he's hot. He always cools off on the goals. We know
Chris.
that.
Goals.
I'm going to say it's going to be a tie.
Wow. You want to get off that fence and get splinters in your ass.
Well, to be fair, FC Dallas had 6 yellow cards Saturday night versus Toronto, who only had 1.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Didn't
3 of them.
they go to handbags at one point?
No.
Or no, that was Houston.
No.
That was Houston where they went to handbags. Okay.
No, did not go to handbags. Roland Lamah had another quick start, 2 goals in the 5th and the 21st. Toronto just melted. Game time was moved up to 6 o'clock. It had rained that morning. Was in the low 80s, and then right about an hour before game time, everything burned off, and the heat just went up by about 10 degrees.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Question number 3. Gush about FC Cincinnati. Mark.
I'm just shaking my head because it's so awesome. That's a really great thing. They had that many people in the stadium. That it's better than the club who scored on DC United that meets at the liquor store. How awesome is that for them? I mean, wow, what a story!
I think it's awesome for that. I think it's awesome
that keeper
team in DC.
That keeper, just holy cow, man! Making those 3 huge stops, just phenomenal.
And they had 32,000 people at that game.
I know. Galaxy haven't had 32,000 people ever.
Hey, Chris, by the way, for the 4th of July, Chris decided he was going to wear the closest thing to a red coat he could get. He has on.
Yeah, but it doubles well with Goonies Never Die, which I'm sure Mr. Villa would appreciate.
It's like you walk in. It's a trap.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, gush about Cincinnati for us.
I thought they were excellent. I mean, they should have really beaten Chicago in extra time. I think Corbin Bone had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, which he missed. They brought on some subs. McLaughlin, I think the guy's name was, who was excellent on the left side of midfield. So it was just a really good game to watch. And it's funny because I tend to be quite cynical of the Open Cup because some people seem to try too hard to make it a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's organic like that, it stands on its own. It's a fantastic competition when it's done properly. If MLS and US soccer would just stop messing around with it, I think that'd be very helpful. And don't forget Miami beating Atlanta as well. So it wasn't just... And both of those victories were deserved. I mean, traditionally with quote-unquote giant killings, the smaller team will defend for 90 minutes and then get lucky. But both of those victories were very well deserved, so I'm pleased for them both. And I think they play each other in the next round, right?
They do.
So I don't know if Cincinnati will be able... Was it Miami or in Cincinnati? I don't remember. I would be interested to see if it is in Cincinnati. I'd be interested to see if they can get anywhere approaching that level of interest for it again, given that it's not an MLS side. They had a record attendance in the previous round when they played. Oh God, was it DC? No, it wasn't DC. I forget who it was they played. They beat a MLS team in the previous round too. And if they have aspirations of getting
Columbus.
up to Columbus, thank you. If they have aspirations of getting up to the MLS at some point, then attendances of that magnitude are not going to do them any harm at all.
You know, the irony, Chris, is that you changed your laptop for your camera to work for our one viewer that we have now. Hi, Nick. And your microphone is choppy.
Hi, Nick.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah, your microphone is crap.
Oh, God.
It's worse than my video.
So it's okay. It's not worse than the whole show. So question number 4, let's talk about Cincinnati and Miami. There are some players on each of those teams that should be very attractive in the transfer window. What will your team do in the transfer window, Chris?
Are we going with my team, New England, or my team? We'll go with my team, New England. Nothing.
Nothing.
There's been some suggestion that they're moving around the allocation order, but I made a joke on Twitter yesterday. It was just to get room for a new stadium rendering, because that's all they seem to do every year is a new stadium rendering to excite people, and then there's no stadium. I'm cynical about the whole thing. So who knows? I've no idea. They need a lot because they've struggled all season, really. They need a striker that can score. They need the midfielders to figure out how to set goals up, and they need defenders that can defend. But apart from that, they're fairly good.
Can I throw a name out there for New England?
Yes.
Poku.
See, yeah, I mean, the question is, I don't know whether... Because he was at New York City, wasn't he?
Yes. He was basically the odd man out when David Villa...
yeah. It's just, I don't know what sort of financial backing Miami has. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he's getting paid more at Miami than he would get at New England, given how reluctant they are to spend anything. He would definitely improve the team, but at the moment, I think I'd probably improve the team as well.
If FC Dallas went after Poku, I would applaud that move.
I can't believe how good Arute is. I know we're going off the the beaten track, but Arute at Portland, I was never convinced. I always thought he seemed to have ability, but he just didn't have the confidence. But the goal he scored the other day for Dallas, I thought was amazing. I was like, he runs onto it and hits it from the edge of the area where normally he would have taken a touch. I was surprised with how confident he is.
Very tough angle.
Maybe it's me just being a Galaxy fan, but I always considered Arute as a fucking Galaxy killer. He was just always swarming, man. That guy was just nonstop.
He's got a motor. He will always track back. He'll always defend high. You'll see him running from the entire half of the field chasing the ball. If the keeper's going to let it roll at his feet to try to get some time, Maxi's going to be right there on him. And then as soon as the keeper gets the ball out to the wing, Maxi's right there chasing it too. The guy's got endless run.
He is incredible. I'm still pissed off. Well, I'll always be pissed off that we signed Jermaine Jones, but I'll always be pissed off we didn't even try to get a Rudy, that we didn't, that we let that slip by. That's just
expansion draft. Or not expansion. He was
no, he was in the re-entry
draft. Yeah.
And
so free transfer. Hey, Mark, what's your team going to do in the transfer window?
Fuck all. Nothing. They're going to hem and haw about Chicharito. They're going to hem and haw about Zlatan. They're going to do this. They're not going to do anything. They're a bunch of Chris Klein and Pete Vagenas are just jagoffs. They're not going to do anything. They're going to fucking sign. They're going to re-sign Jermaine Jones for next year. Fucking idiots. Fuck.
Which of these bubble teams will not make the playoffs? Atlanta, Colorado, New York in the East. Mark? I mean Columbus, excuse me. Atlanta, Columbus, New York. Which one or all of these teams do not make the playoffs? Pick.
New York.
Chris.
They will make the playoffs.
All three?
Yeah.
So who above them falls out?
Well, Toronto and Chicago are in, aren't they?
Yes.
Pretty much. So it's 5 from the East. It's 5, isn't it? Yeah.
6.
6. Oh, they can easily all get in there. I mean, New York will have a run at the end of the season. They'll get some reinforcements in the window. Hopefully, someone to support Bradley White Phillips.
Well, then if for New York's number 7 right now, so that means that either Orlando, Atlanta, Columbus, one of those 3 doesn't get in.
Orlando don't make it.
Orlando makes it?
No, Orlando don't make it. They're struggling.
All right. So in the West, which of these teams do not make it? Houston, LA, Vancouver, Seattle.
I don't want to say it. I do want to say LA, but because they're terrible right now, I just can't. They always seem to find a way. But I'm going to sit my neck out and annoy Mark and say LA don't make it.
Hey, Mark.
No, I completely understand where you're coming from. I just think San Jose won't make it. They're going to shit the bed. Seattle will make it. Vancouver. It's either going to be San Jose or Vancouver who won't make it. As much as I am completely disenfranchised with my team right now and hate the front office, they'll make it. The players will find a way to make it. It won't be an awful doing it. It'll be the players who will find a way to squeak in, and then they'll shit the bed in the play-out round. But they'll make it into the playoffs at least. I think it's going to be Vancouver or San Jose who struggles and shits the bed at the end.
Our last question. Hey, Mark, how super was the Classico?
It was a super fucking meltdown. It was a super meltdown. You know, everyone here is bitching about, oh, we started a whole bunch of kids. We started basically a USL team, and oh, the referee should have called a handball. And get the sand out of your vaginas. We quit. Our team quit. Our team played to win at 1-0, and they parked the bus, or tried to. And then they tried to play for a draw, and then they got inside their own heads and quit. That's all there is to it. Props to San Jose because at least they always try. They're always trying to steal a game and win. Galaxy don't do shit. That's the only thing that's held over from Bruce Arena's tenure at the Galaxy is the ability to play with absolutely no drive, passion, or enthusiasm. Park the bus and wait and hope for the best. It's fucking pathetic.
Do you think a change of manager would have any difference, or is it top to bottom?
I think right now, front office wise, it's a scorched earth policy. You get rid of everybody. Just get rid of everybody. I have no problem with the players. I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're just not doing it well. I called the captain out on Twitter the other night after the game, and he responded in kind. Van
Dam responded?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He's like, you're right. I lost my shit. I'll take it.
Oh, well, you got to give him credit for that, I suppose.
Yeah, I got nothing but love for the man. He's straight up, getting a fucking red card after the final whistle is still childish as hell, and I can't believe he did it, but he did, and he owned it. The players are playing as well as they can with what they've been given to play with. I mean, we got João Pedro, who just does nothing the whole game except give the ball away. Everyone thinks he's improved. He hasn't. He's crap. He gives the ball away every second touch.
I must explain, by the way, you can play with us this week using hashtag #LawnDart. Brian Dunseth using that after your goalie Jop made a diving header to clear the ball. So I've had that one lined up since Saturday night.
I don't fucking get it, man. That dude is French. He knows all about throwing his hands up in the air, but the motherfucker won't catch a ball to save his life. Yeah, punch here, punch there, punch. Back into the 6.
He's trying to punch it all the time. I hate when goalkeepers do that. It's not just him who does it in MLS. There are a few of them.
But I mean, even the diving header, he had his arms out to punch it, realized where he was, and pulled him back. And only that, he makes a split-second decision to run 13 fucking yards to head the ball. Yet he watches the ball in the air for 4.5 seconds, does fucking nothing to go out and play it, and gets beat over the top, gets chipped. What the fuck is that?
It's like one of those little
I'm
wind
gonna
up
enjoy
toys, isn't it?
fireworks today.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I kind of did this on purpose.
Yes. Yeah, I think everyone knew that. All five of our viewers.
Motherfuckers. And fucking Kurt Awful started him!
So
After
much
that shit meltdown in Kansas City, O'Noffel started him again! Fuck, we've got a third keeper! How much worse can we do? Fuck!
This makes my noggin rant look like a park.
Wow. I'd be really sad if LA get good again.
So what's going to happen,
we
Mark,
will
when your team does find a way and then they do get close to making the playoffs and some weird erratic goalkeeping play or lineup juggling keeps you from going in?
Well, that'll be Siggy Schmidt's fault, and I'll accept that at that point. But until then, fuck O'Noffel. He needs to get fired. He's worthless. Starting Diop after the Kansas City meltdown is proof of that. Fuck!
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Well, I do, but I feel bad for you.
I'm not sorry for any of this. I'm going to have to mark this one explicit. But I'm okay with that. I knew it going in. Chris, do you want to pile on the SuperClassico? I don't know if you want to follow that, really.
I don't know if there's too much I can say to follow on. There was a certain air of inevitability, Mr. Anderson.
Right?
After the first goal went in, and as soon as I didn't watch the game live. I watched the archive.
You knew it was just a matter of time.
4 minutes of injury time, you're like, they can score twice. I think you have to give credit for Juan Velasquez. I thought he had an excellent game. And his hold-up play for the goal at the end was very good. Fortunately, he's not getting near the US side anymore.
No.
I think of Dwyer, who I thought had a good debut the other day. So, yeah, it was. I enjoy watching the SuperClassico, and it's nice to see a rivalry that's not engineered.
Yes.
It's like one that's genuine. And I know they call it the SuperClassico, but that's been a rivalry for years, even before MLS started trying to generate them.
Yeah.
And that's where the best rivalries in MLS are.
And you know what? I can probably find the show where we talked about this 3 or 4 years ago, where it was SuperClassico sponsored by Honda.
Yeah. They keep trying to make New York City and NYCFC a rivalry, and it's not. Only one set of those fans cares about it.
So, Chris, do you have a prediction for your team's game against the Red Bulls tomorrow?
Yeah, they'll lose. They'll lose, and they're at home, I think, so they'll lose 1-0.
FC Dallas gets DC United tonight. I suspect a 2-0 win. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
The Galaxy are hosting a very vulnerable Real Salt Lake team, probably looking to come out and fight with something to prove. What do you think happens tonight?
Best case scenario, we draw 1-1, and we'll be down 1-0 for most of the game. And the
how
crowd
did
will
Los
go.
Dos do last night?
Fuck those guys. 9-0, man. 9-0.
They won?
No, they got their asses torn up. Oh my God, they're not gonna shit right for a week. They took it right up the pipe hole, man. I mean, but here's the thing. All Galaxy fans are bitching about G2 being so terrible. Yeah, okay. You know what? It's our academy team. They're all teenagers. Every single kid playing on G2 is 19 or younger. And they're playing guys that are in their 20s and 30s who are seasoned veterans of American soccer leagues, who have been playing professionally for at least 6-7 years. I don't mind taking it that bad. They're kids; they got to learn it. We're using it as part of the academy extension.
They just need to stay off Twitter.
They need to stay the fuck off Twitter. You're absolutely right.
Hey, I think we've done enough damage here.
Are you going to at a game tonight, Mark?
I am going tonight. I'm going.
I will give you $10 if you live stream your reactions on Periscope.
Okay. Periscope?
Anything. Facebook Live, anything. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my God, that could be the best thing ever.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And if
All
I
right,
come
if
up
you
with any, if I come up with any good taunts, I'll try and Facebook Live those so I remember in the moment. Then you can watch Dana hit me for yelling so loud and obscenities.
I'm going to watch that game tonight. I like the evening games. I have a direct kick on my television, so I should watch that.
And I will be at FC Dallas, DC United tonight in the stats booth. I will not be Facebook Living or Periscoping. Or
So I only have $10 to give away, so once I've given it to Mark, I've got nothing left.
That's true.
Will you be helicoptering?
Probably post game.
Okay. Sweet.
But definitely.
You going to paint hoops on it?
No, it comes that way.
Okay. Nice.
Hey, Ballard, you got anything you want to plug?
Not really. I mean, if you really feel like this kind of quality program is what you expect from Twitter, you can follow me at Chris J. Ballard. But other than that, I'm a man without a plug. That sounds weird.
Except your guest in the basement, maybe, but yeah.
You see, we almost made it through.
No, we knew 8 seconds in that we were doomed on this one.
Yeah,
I knew when I was writing the questions out on Sunday that we were doomed on this one. I knew it whenever LA got beat on Saturday, we were doomed on this one.
Oh my God.
But it's okay. At least Hank won't be ripping us on Twitter for having no comedy this time.
That's true. Like Hank, I'm sure Hank knows everything about comedy.
Hey, Mark.
He is a Rose fan.
Mark,
yeah.
Do you have anything that you would like to promote?
She likes the boobs. No. I mean,
at the Mark Villa.
At the Mark Villa, that's me. Watch me rip underage players and cuss out my captain and raise hell with the Galaxy front office and talk about my puppies and my penis. And yeah, that's me.
Not in that order, though.
Not in that order at all.
All right. You can follow me at Brian Bentley. I tweet about none of the things that Mark tweets about.
It'd be weird if you tweeted about his penis, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You can follow the show at Top of the Table TV. And there's Jeff Krause. You can get us Top of the Table.tv. We'll be back again next week. We will be discussing RSL's 3-0 win over LA.
Fucking Diop, man.
And we thank you all for your time and your 4th of July. Have a great, safe rest of the week. Follow along at Lawn Dart. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.